Wednesday, December the 11th, 2019. I asked in our Discord community, what should I make the Bitcoin video theme today? Possible reversal coming soon? Okay, that's what today's episode is on the 24 Hours of Bitcoin. Let's start off with some basic technical analysis, then we'll go through our indicators, but the most exciting thing is at the end of the episode, I'm going to talk more about how Bitcoin dominance has pulled back just a little bit and our altcoins have sorted themselves out and really presented which ones are going to be the best ones for taking off when the bull market really starts. That's what I'm going to end today's episode with. Now let's jump in. In hunting for our possible reversal, let's start off with basic technical analysis. We're going to look for support and resistance levels. So assuming that we are looking for a reversal, we're looking for a bottom formation that's going to go higher from here. So then we're shopping for reasons why it would bounce up from here as a specific point. I also want to draw out the support and resistance lines just above it. And then I want to grab basic trend lines off the top and the most recent trend line that we can cut and see what we're getting here. So for a possible reversal to come true, we must have it break above these levels first. Then it must break above these levels and hook itself up above this price with some support. Then we're talking possible reversal language. But until then, I have a hard time with it because my eye automatically sees this as a number 1 point, this as a number 2 point, and this as a number 3 point in the general downtrend. So now let's go shop through our indicators to see if we can find some evidence that this is indeed a reversal setting up. First thing I want to do is take a look at our indicator set, and I'm watching the relative strength index for specifics. First of all, I was watching to see that it broke this trend line, and it has. Next, since we're looking for a breakout or a reversal, I'm watching to see that the RSI remains above these levels. If it eases off now and sinks below, that is a sell signal. We've got the 12-hour MACD indicator crossed already to the negative. And since we have it crossed to the negative here and across to the negative here, with a reversal of the histograms, it's harder for me to shop for a reversal out of this. Let's zoom into the closer time frames to see if they have any good news for us. And so I like to see where the RSI is bounced from here and that the 4-hour MACD is easing up and looking like it may be coming to cross positive. On the other hand, we do have the RSI broke its uptrend line all the way along here. We've got dumping pattern going on. We have a cross to the negative in the MACD here and in here. We can zoom into the 1-hour time frame to see that there is a change in the buying pattern where it's not quite as strong of dumping coming up here. But this is a very noisy signal for me, and the whole pattern yet isn't lining up to my buy signal. So continuing on with the theme of a possible reversal coming in Bitcoin, we'll look at the Ichimoku cloud, and the first thing we're looking at here is the 12-hour time frame because we're looking for a reversal and a short-term time signal. We'll look at the longer-term time frame again tomorrow. What I want to point out here is that the blue has crossed below the red while we are just brushing through the cloud and prices are easing off. This is a classic sell signal in the downtrend for the Ichimoku cloud here on the 12-hour time frame. And so it can't be a reversal until the blue line crosses above the red line and prices break above this 1, 2, 3 formation that is at the bottom of this big pointy triangle almost. We're almost getting there. But for now, it is still a sell signal in the Ichimoku downtrend. When I go into the 4-hour time frame, we can see that this is twisted to the negative. The blue is decidedly below the red. The green trailing indicator has cut through almost everything. Prices are right at the edge of breaking down below the 1, 2, 3 top formation. It's not looking like a reversal is coming from this indicator. So let's start from the 12-hour view of the Bollinger Band. We'll do the longer time frames again tomorrow. I'm just observing what's going on. It's very close to the bottom of the band. So each time it gets close to the bottom of the band, I'm watching for it to be a mean reversion buy signal. But at the same time, we can see that the 12-hour shows us that just because it's near the bottom of the band doesn't mean that it is a buy signal all the way along here. So I'm definitely learning more about where does this transition from being along the bottom to, sliding down the edge, and how does the band actually behave as that is occurring. That's why I do these daily videos, so that I can monitor it all and learn it. When I go into the 4-hour time frame, this is the kind of stuff I'm just talking about, where we see the bell frame a very different shape than the 12-hour time frame on that same chart. So I'm just watching how this bell forms as the prices are moving now from here. We are coming off a 4-hour mean reversion buy signal off of these levels, and we'll see. Let's move on now to Multicoin Charts.com, where I have Bitcoin prices across the 2 top charts, and I have Bitcoin longs from Bitfinex and Bitcoin shorts from Bitfinex. If you know of a good place for me to get data on the longs and shorts on BitMEX as well as Bitfinex, I'd be super grateful for your comment down below this video. I did have one source pointed out to me recently where it shows Bitfinex longs are at 86%, much as the chart I'm looking at shows us, and the shorts are at 13%, which is much like the data we were just looking at on multicoincharts.com here. 80-some% longs and very few shorts in the market. All of it that is really building up here since the 25th of November. Huge difference going on. And yet this source shows us that BitMEX has 49% longs instead of 87, and 51% shorts instead of 13. It pulls up data for Binance, but it's order book buys and sells, which is completely ridiculous to put up here. That I don't think it has any bearing or relevance at all. And I would like to hear your comments on that. Do you think that watching the order book buys and sells on Binance in this kind of format is equivalent to the longs and shorts on BitMEX and Bitfinex? Let me know. I'd like to hear your comments on that before I start using this on a regular basis. And of course, we're going to end with details on the altcoins, because preparation is what makes a lucky person. Luck is where preparedness meets opportunity. And this opportunity is setting itself up. It is taking its time. It's allowing us to get positioned ahead of time. And if you do your research and you're prepared, this should be a gold mine. As you may know, Intro to Cryptos is staying current with all of the information on the altcoins, and we've had some fantastic returns by being ready. While a lot of people recently got wrecked on their Matic trade, we're still up 63% and sitting pretty on that trade. But the Bull Market Watch spreadsheet, which you can access by subscribing over on Introtocryptos.ca, it takes care of all of the markets on Binance and Poloniex by building us a color-coded spreadsheet that shows us when the markets are in alert status and when they are in hold status. The blue line means cold fish, it means to get out. And so this spreadsheet has been fantastic for not only getting us into the correct markets, but getting us out of them at the right time as well. As we can see in our data right now, most all of the markets are in a neutral stance, which means that they are going sideways after they've hit this long bottom. But a whole bunch of these markets made some really good gains, and then they dropped back. And those are the markets that are probably going to be the very best markets and the best opportunities to be investing in when the altcoin bull market really does start. Right now is the time to get prepared for alt season, just before it begins. Now we can filter through our results in our data and pull together some really amazing information. First, it begins with tallying up the number of days that each coin has been in hold status, and then sorting the coins according to how many days they've been in hold status, and take a look at where are they now? Where are the opportunities shifting from today and from tomorrow and the next day? When these opportunities open up, we want to see them. And so in summary, I'm still bearish. The indicators are still giving me a bearish kind of feel to it. At the same time, I am watching for this potential 1, 2, 3 formation to set itself up. it may be another week or so before it can really mature into a signal that I can take an action on. Instead of looking for a reversal, in tomorrow's episode, we're going to look at the long-term monthly views. We're going to pull out the log chart and we're going to do some estimates as to how long this winter is going to be for Bitcoin. Most importantly, tomorrow, we'll talk about what happened with the altcoins during this period with Bitcoin going down. That's where the big opportunity is setting up now, and we'll talk about it on tomorrow's episode of the 24 Hours of Bitcoin.